Hi, Pastor Weston here with Grace Point Community Church. I want to thank you for joining me for our devotional, Peace, Not Panic. What does it look like to find peace through a relationship with Jesus, even at a time like this? We're going to be having a discussion later today at 2 p.m. There's a link below if you'd like to join us. Our reading today is from Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 through 15. Since God chose you to be the holy people He loves, you must clothe yourself with tender-hearted mercy, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Make allowance for each other's faults, and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. Above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds us all together in perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your hearts. For as members of one body, you are called to live in peace, and always be thankful. It's a crazy time right now, and unfortunately, it's not always bringing out the best in ourselves or those around us. I know right now there's a sort of travel advisory out. Normally this time of year in Alberta, you would expect if they're advising about white stuff in a travel advisory, they're talking about snow. But it's actually toilet paper and soap. Truckers are being advised to bring their own toilet paper and soap because there have been people stealing toilet paper from the rest stops and truck stops along the way. Crazy, crazy times. I mean, we're talking about single ply here, folks. And with all the craziness, with all the concern, we've got a lot of people that are pointing fingers at one another, blaming each other for not doing their part. And we want to make sure that we're doing our part to help flatten the curve. But we also need to have some grace with one another. We're going to win people over to doing the right things, not by beating them over the head or shaming them, but by showing them a better way. I was at Costco just as things were ramping up. And there was a guy, and it wasn't just one guy, but it was a guy, and he had several carts. And he kind of worked his way in front of this elderly couple that was waiting to check out. And I thought that, this old woman and her husband would be pretty upset, but the lady just turned to her husband and she said, "Isn't it funny that we all decided to be here at the same time?" And I think that we need more of that in our culture, in our society, especially in a time like this. We need to make allowance for one another's faults. And we do that best by focusing on our own peace, on our own love. Following Jesus isn't about being perfect. It's about following someone who is perfect. And a part of that is having grace for one another's shortcomings. We can get caught up in the blame game, but that's not what Paul says that we should be doing. Instead, as we all do our part to help flatten the curve, we look for ways to support our community, to be an encouragement, and to show loving kindness to those around us. And especially we look for the little things in life that we can be thankful for. Now, I want to encourage you, if you're looking for ways to serve our community here in Medicine Hat during this time of social distancing, go ahead and check out our website, gracepoint.ca. We've got a COVID-19 link there. And as people have brought in ideas and we've been able to develop opportunities, there's a couple of different ways that we can be serving in our community even while social distancing is in place. I'd also encourage you to join us for our discussion today at 2 p.m. If you've got an idea about how we can be loving people in our community, sharing the hope and the peace that Jesus has given us, then we'd love to hear your ideas. There's a link below if you'd like to join us. Again, that's at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, and I'm looking forward to talking with you. There is peace in a relationship with Jesus, and that peace gives us freedom to love and serve others, even now. Thank you, and God bless.